Peace. What's good? How y'all doing? Today is Friday, June 13th, 2025. I pray this message reaches you all in the best of health, spirit, and mind. This is a quick notification, reminder, update for those that this is privy to or that are interested in, some things that I got going on. Headline News episode 71, I have uploaded that part one of that video, which was a sort of an expose and an in-depth analysis of, and this part, mind you, this is headline news. I had to split this episode into three episodes because it was just so much going on. It is so much going on. So part one was a more in-depth focus on Trump and Elon, the intelligence that they call artificial, and how that's affecting the music industry and a lot of different assets of society. Part two, I'm going to record today, this afternoon. I actually wanted to record it the day before yesterday, but I ended up doing that walk with me and talking for like 2.5 hours during that walk with me. And plus, it was hot. And plus, I was out in the sun. So by the time I got to the house, I had been walking for like I think 3 hours, maybe even 3.5 hours. So that was a very physically taxing day for me. And I didn't even realize it because I love to be outside. I love to be in the sun, as you can see from my suntan. But yeah, by the time I got back to the house, it was like, you want to do what? Yeah, I don't think so. That's what my body was saying. So I'm going to get that up, which is actually turns out to be a good thing because last night I was up late working on part two, which I'm going to be recording and posting today. Is going to be an update, more in-depth analysis on the Diddy trial, and not just what's happening in the trial, but like the broader context of what's happening in the culture. The concubine culture is on steroids, right? Just in terms of that part of it. Not to mention the concubine aspect of what Diddy is representing, aka cuck, right? Language that has been used in the trial, language that Kanye West recently used on his album. So there's a lot happening in that space. And then the correlation with Desiree Perez and the Rock Nation lawsuit that's happened recently by way of her daughter. Dame Dash update. Jay-Z is trying to get a casino in New York, and Dame Dash is simultaneously, suffering or struggling, I should say, business wise. A lot. Like I've done a real serious in-depth analysis of the sex slave aspect that I see playing out in this trial, and the broader implications of that in the culture, Black culture in particular. That Mary Kay Ultra sex slave element. Y'all know what Mary Kay is, right? MK. Okay. So all of that, the participatory aspect of all of this, and the complied consent aspect to it, like there's a lot. I'm just reading my notes, my basic notes. And then Kanye showing up at the trial today. All of that stuff is relative. An update on what I talked about in terms of LA, in terms of this march tomorrow, and all across the country. Rest in peace, Ananda Lewis, for sure. Much love. I have a lot of respect and love for that sister. So a lot I'm going to talk about in this recording. That video is going to be available for my YouTube members as well as my ZaZa Ali members. All of my content is always available for my ZaZa Ali membership. A lot of my content and some of my content is available for my YouTube members. And shout out to everybody who has signed up as of late. I so appreciate you guys for your support, because I take this, my work and what I do serious. So by the time it gets to you, say part one of episode 71, I've put in a lot of time and energy with my research, with content that doesn't even make its way into the conversation, because again, I want to make sure that I'm my information and data and resources are true to form based on when I actually, come and present it to you guys. So I appreciate the support, because this is, my work. I also sent out, and I know a lot of you guys may not have seen it, but if you're on the ZaZa Ali membership on my email list, not membership, email list, I sent out an email last week for 5 free 90-day passes to my membership site. So shout out to those 5 of you guys. That those 5 offers went in a matter of, I'll say, I think it was like an hour and a half where we were able to send those out. So that was part of my contribution in terms of putting love out into the world. That's a challenge that I do in my membership channel as well. And I'm also doing that with the Climbing the Ladder of Yourself membership that I have 2 memberships going on right now, or not memberships, but programs with 2 groups of beautiful women, and I am thoroughly enjoying myself in that capacity, and that is also the reason or the motivation behind a one-time offer that I'm offering today for one person. As you guys know, I discontinued my consultations, one-on-one consultations that I've been doing for a very long time. But I did tell you guys that on occasion I am going to either open my calendar up or open up offers like this offer that I'm putting out right now for 5 consultations that can be booked anytime within the next 2 months. So like I said in the other video, some people are turning up for the summer, but if you're one of those people that want to turn within for the summer and would like to get a little assistance, and a, wonderful human being such as myself, if I may say so. And I, in context, in terms of my listening abilities, in terms of my, my ability to be objective, and to, be neutral in terms of judgment and things of that nature, to help people to tap into their highest and best selves. It's one of my attributes that the Most High has blessed me with. So because of that, being back with the Climbing the Ladder of Yourself group and being able to re-engage and re-interact in that capacity is one of the reasons why I'm putting this offer out right now. And this offer is at a tremendous saving. My consultations are normally $150 an hour. If you take advantage of this special, you'll be able to book 5 consultations at $80 an hour, which is a major plug. You know what I mean? So it's a significant savings, and it's also why I'm offering this only to one person. So if you click the link and it is no longer available, that means that that person has already signed up. And if it's still available, that means it's still available. So I'm going to post this on YouTube. I'm also going to send this out to my email list. I'm also going to post the link to sign up for my email list, because I do send out content that I don't post on YouTube or my social media pages, just specifically for my email list. I know people don't check and read emails anymore. A lot of people don't. I do, especially if it's something that I'm interested in or invested in. But for those of you guys that sign up, I feel like that's an extra little like thumbs up to me to let you know that you are on my team and that you are in my tribe. Same way, if you're watching a YouTube video and you like it and you comment, the same way on my, my Facebook and Instagram posts. If you like it and comment, that matters, because it assists me in terms of the algorithm. And so it's also, interesting and ironic how people they'll just look and they won't like, or they won't share, or they won't comment, right? That separates the people who are actually supporters from spectators, right? So that's why I'm going to be continuously doing like the free, passes, 90-day passes, just for being on my email list, sending out videos and content just for being on my email list. As well as obviously promoting other things that I have going on and keeping you guys abreast with what I have going on. But I do appreciate the support in that regard. I appreciate the Cash Apps. I appreciate the Super Chats. I appreciate those of you guys that have signed up for my memberships, whether it's Team ZaZa or whether it's We Love ZaZa, right? And, there will be more content available, obvious, on the We Love ZaZa membership. But still, I'm continuously posting for both of those parts of the site. So thank you to my Climbing the Ladder of Yourself Queens. Thank you to the ZaZa Ali YouTube members. Thank you to my website members. Thank you to all of you guys that, continuously tap in. And for my just YouTube subscribers, I will be posting clips of all of this content that I've been doing in episode 71. I'll post clips so you guys can get sort of bits and pieces of what we talked about, because y'all are my tribe too. Last thing, that one-time offer for the 5 consultation, you will also get a complimentary 90-day pass to my membership channel as well. So that's a 66-day love offering and gift that you will receive if you sign up for that as well. So anybody that has worked with me on a continuous capacity, signed up for my consultations, come to my workshops, come to my events, know that once I'm, invested and tapped in with you, that I'm going to do my best to support you in every regard to help you to manifest your highest and best self. So we have the group meditation. This is my last thing that I meant to say earlier on Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are in the ZaZaAli.com membership, I will see you guys there. We're going to be somewhere outside, sunny and beautiful, because the weather in LA is going to be pristine over the next week. And I know I will be not attending any marches or protests tomorrow. And I would highly advise that those of us that are trying to walk that straight and narrow path in Christ consciousness, walking in the light, staying in the light, vibrating the light, I would suggest that we avoid those circumstances and situations unless you feel your soul feels compelled. You feel inclined to go out and be of assistance and service of the world, and it doesn't affect you in a negative capacity, then by all means, we support you in that regard. But I'll get more into that in the content that I'll be posting later today. I'm very excited about part 2 of this episode because I really went in. There's just so much to talk about, so much to build on. And so we're going to do that. So if you made it to the end of this video, which is 12 minutes, 11 minutes, then I know you're a ZaZa Ali supporter because it's really just about me. So I thank you just for that in and of itself. And yeah, I look forward to you guys' feedback. I might do a walk with me to Melrose. I was thinking about doing it today, but I can't do both. Maybe actually I could do it later this evening when it cools off. Maybe Sunday. I don't know. But considering the climate, and I know you guys like the walk with me, conversations, and obviously with everything going on with LA right now, it would really would be a good time for me to do the walk with me and go to Melrose Avenue specifically, and then journey down to Marathon Burger just so you guys can pick up on the vibes of where it's located, the proximity, and then Melrose is a cultural staple in LA. So the weekends is where you can really get a feel of the vibe. I actually try to avoid the weekends because I don't like to be around a lot of people like that. But again, considering the climate in LA, and knowing that that's going to be a high energetic sort of focus on the weekends, it always is, and it's sunny and it's hot. Summer is in full effect in LA, so maybe we'll do that Friday or Sunday. So we'll see. But ZaZaAli.com is my website. info@ZaZaAli.com is my email address. And for that one person that signs up for that offer, I look forward to working with you and building with you, and also you having access to my membership channel. All right. I will see the rest of you beautiful people very soon. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Go outside, get some sun, tap in with the Most High. You see, I got a tan. Actually, the lighting is this doing this weird thing. You see my color now, but then if I, well, it's not doing it now. It was doing it earlier. Okay, see how it changes a little bit there? Okay, so but I do have a tan on my nose and a tan on my upper forehead because I've been in the sun a lot and I've been wearing my sunglasses. So if you see if my color looks a little strange to you, that's what it is. All right, I ain't out here doing well, no, let me stop this. Too much focus on the Diddy trials. So I gotta, keep my head in the game. All right, so let me stop. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Peace and love.